Hey folks, Dave back here in Studio B, and we're going to wrap up the Montreal-New York Rangers series here one way or another, as we're going to play some shootout hockey to wrap up this series here. So how did we get here? Well, in Game 1 in the form, I think I used inside the crease on that one there. That was a 4-2 win by the Canadiens. And then in Game 2, and I think I was using Strat PC hockey for Game 2, that was a 2-1 win for Montreal over the Rangers. So they're both somewhat close games. Rangers kept it close. And then we get to Game 3 using APA hockey. That was, I believe, was last night, late last night. We set up the APA hockey cards and dice. And that was a strange 8-5 win for the Canadiens. Yeah, we had 13 goals scored in that game. And then earlier this morning, we had some morning hockey here on the channel. We played Game 4, again using APA hockey. And the Rangers came back and salvaged Game 4 of the series, so they will not be swept. They're still alive as they beat the Canadiens 6-2. That was a bizarre game. We had a penalty shot goal by Steve Vickers. We had a breakaway goal from the matchup chart. I think Guy Lafleur might have scored that one, or Yvon Cormier, one of the two. It was one of the right wingers, I think, scored that on the breakaway. We also had a goalie injury. We had a Bunny Larocque playing for Dryden because the Canadiens were up 3-0. So we had Bunny Larocque in the net, and he took a skate to the face. And he left the game with a cut in the second period, so Dryden had to finish up. And we also had a rare play in which Larry Robinson shot the puck into his own net. So he was trying to pass across to Savard, and he hit the skate of Larocque, and it went into the net. So we had an own goal. So we had a little bit of everything this morning with APA hockey in a 6-2 Ranger win. So now we're back, though. Let's go back to ice level here. As we're going back to shootout hockey now. And we got the Rangers going into Montreal for Game 5. And again, if I need to, we will play Game 6 or Game 7 here as well in shootout hockey as we wrap up the series. Tonight, around 7 o'clock, Uncle Ron is scheduled to play Game 1 of the Islanders and the Blackhawks series. I'm not sure if he's using Action PC, if he's using Strat PC, or both. I think he said he was going to mix it up between the two games for his series. Al Red Sox fan has been playing the Bruins versus the Kings series on Action PC hockey, so we're mixing it up a little bit. Yeah, it's been kind of fun as the three of us are playing this project here, and we're all playing different games from time to time, and that just mix it up and make it some fun. And you get 3 different channels you can watch the games on. So, again, it'll be streaming on tonight on Twitch, and eventually Ron will port that over to his YouTube channel if you don't want to go to Twitch. But anyway, without further ado, let's get going here in Game 5 in Montreal. So Montreal wins, and they advance. They will have home ice throughout the playoffs anyway because they are the top seed. The Rangers, with an upset win of the Buffalo Sabres, advance to the second round, but they are the worst seed. They are the 8th seed, by the way. And Bob B's joining us here, as he's here to check out, see if the Canadiens can finally push the Rangers out of the playoffs here. So we have our scoring range. Again, we have the 1-14 for the Rangers, 1-29 on the power play for Montreal, 73-100, and it's a huge advantage for the Canadiens, as you expect. Excuse me. So let's get going here with the first flip of the card. Again, I'm playing this game my way. This is the Shootout Hockey Helper. I may not play it correctly. I mean, I might make some mistakes in this game. I might play a couple things my way, especially when it comes to a lot of the penalties back-to-back. This is not meant as a tutorial by any means, but again, you'll have an idea on how shootout hockey is played, and I have fun no matter what, even when I make mistakes. And I know you guys love calling me out on my mistakes, but I don't care because I am having fun, and nothing is done on purpose. So here we go. We're going to kick things off here. Let me just make sure my sound is off. And so we're going to take 2 minutes off the clock. So 2 minutes gone here in Montreal. Let's see if there's any action. And 70. Oh, almost a chance for the Canadiens. But no, the Rangers hanging tough in there. 2 minutes off the clock. So we're in the 5th minute of play right now. A 32. That is nothing either. So the team's feeling each other out. Montreal a little tentative here, I would say. A minute off the clock. And they'll get a check of 76, and it's a chance for the Canadiens. Montreal will get the first chance of the game as they bring it over the blue line. It's going to be Steve Shutt on the left wing. He's got Lemaire and Lafleur with him. Shutt with the puck. Shutt from the slot. Shutt moving in from the slot. Say that 3 times fast, and he scores! So Shutt from the slot Boy, I screwed that up, didn't I? I don't know what I said. I said something really bad, didn't I? Try that. Shut from the slot. Woohoo! I'm glad I'm not doing a real game here. And it's a goal for the Canadians. Let's check the assists here as they lead to 1-0. The game 1-0. So Savard and NYR out there with him. So it's going to be shot from Lafleur. I got to be careful with that one there. And, yeah, just shot from Lafleur. So Montreal on the board first. Steve shot from Guy Lafleur. And the crowd chants Guy right here. And so 4 minutes and 53 seconds into Game 5. The Canadians are leading this one 1-0. Can the Rangers tie this up and perhaps force a Game 6 back in New York? Well, time will tell. And it won't take a lot of time. This game moves pretty quick. It's a chance for New York now. New York is not going away. Steve Vickers, who scored in the last game. Vickers from the slot. Vickers from the slot, and he scores! Steve Vickers has tied it for the Rangers. And this game is 1-1 as Al Red Sox fan joins us here on the radio here at the Forum. So a goal by Shutt put the Canadians up 1-0, but Steve Vickers has just scored for New York, and the game is tied. So Vickers is out there with line 2. Let's get the assists here. So it's going to be Vickers. And anything else here? And, yeah, Vickers, Tkachuk, and Johnstone. So Steve Vickers from Walt Tkachuk and Eddie Johnstone. Al, I would love to see you play this game. This game is really fun. This game leaves a lot to the imagination. It really does, as far as how this game plays. You can really kind of create a whole story in your mind by watching the cards in this game. And it goes pretty quick, too. So it's going to be a 1-1 score. So let's see if I check my box score. Let's play the box score, show the box score here. And there it is right there. So it's Shutt from Lafleur and then Vickers from Tkachuk and Johnstone. And we are tied at 1-1. So let's flip another card, see how much time comes off the clock. So 2 minutes off the clock. And we played 10 minutes here in Montreal, 68. And that is a chance for nobody. Another minute off the clock. Rangers are skating with the Canadians. They got some confidence coming out of that Game 4 win at home. Penalty possibly on the home team. And do we have a Z? And do we have an X2? Oh, boy. Wow. No, I don't see any penalty here. I don't see any Zs, and I don't see any X2. So, no penalties to the Canadians. They get away with one here at the Forum. 2 more minutes off the clock. And a 50 penalty B. We could have some fisticuffs. Let's check it out. And it's going to be, it's going to be Nick Fotillo. And him and Lupien go at it. And we'll get 5-minute majors here as the bench players, Fotillo and Lupien, will duke it out at center ice here in a rare fight in this series. And that will not change the manpower. So let's continue on. So a couple of the scrubs out there fighting away. 2 minutes off the clock. And now we get a penalty. A penalty on the Rangers. Possible penalty on the Rangers. And yes, we have some players. So we're going to give it to McEwen. So it's going to be McEwen will go to the box. And it's going to be a power play as we'll give him a charging call. And so the Canadians will go on the man advantage here. I like listening and watching shootout hockey. Yeah, I love this game. I really do. As much as I love APA, and, even Action PC. I mean, I love all my hockey games. I really do. APA's a nice long play game. This game requires the least amount of thought and the most amount of imagination. So I really can kind of get into this game here. Although it's just highlights, so I can't follow the play. I got to kind of imagine the play, but it just flows really nice. I like this game. All right, so Montreal's on the power play here in the first period. And a 57. No, it could be a penalty on the Canadians. And this is going to be X. Yes, so Chatra will get a penalty. So Montreal on the man advantage. And Chatra, he tripped one of the penalty killers. And we're going to, we'll call that, we'll call it high sticking. So Chatra gets a high sticking penalty. So the teams will skate 4-on-4 for a minute here in the first period. We've played 16 minutes at the Forum. 1-1 our score. Again, it's do or die for the Rangers, who are trailing the series 3-1. So let's flip here on the even strength. 72. Ooh, almost a chance for Montreal, but it's not. So now it's going to be a Ranger power play. 1 minute, 1 flip power play for the Rangers. And a 51. Oh, penalty B again. We got more fisticuffs possibly. A Z, 5 minutes for a high stick. Oh, tell me there's no Z. Oh, there's no Z. There's no penalty on the Rangers. I don't see a Z here. Oh, the Rangers just dodged a bullet on a 5-minute high stick. And do we have a Z over here on Montreal? No, we don't. That would have been a 4-minute minor. Wow, so sticks were flying between the Canadiens and the Rangers. But as it ends up, there are no penalties on the play. The referee's just going to let them play. That's what I like. The referee's going to let them play. So the power play is over, so teams are back to full strength. It is 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. So this could be the last card of the period. 33 is nobody unless I throw a 0 here. And nope, that ends the period. So the period ends with it 1-1. And I suppose we could check shots on goal just for stat purposes, as I like to say. If I can remember how many chances they had. I think the Rangers just had the one chance. So they will get 11 shots on goal. And I think Montreal just had the one chance, too. We only had a couple of scoring chances. And so Montreal will get, we'll call them 10 shots. So the Rangers actually outshoot the Canadiens in this period, 11-10. Again, the shots are kind of tacked on, but that's fine. It just gives you some kind of an idea. And I didn't keep track of the scoring chance. I think it was only one scoring chance for each team, if I remember. All righty, so we go to the second period. We are tied at 1-1. And let's flip to the next period, and here we go. So second period action here from the Forum. The Rangers skating like their lives depend on it, and it does. We got a 1 minute off the clock now. And it's going to be 50. Oh, another penalty B. The teams are really getting rough out there. And no, there's no fight. I don't have a 2 on each team. So, no, just some pushing and shoving, but no fighting. As this game is really trying to get some fighting calls in here, but none to be had. Except the one there between, who was it? The bench player. Fotiu and Lupien had a fight. 3 minutes off the clock. The more time they're ticking off the clock, the better it is for the Rangers. Uh-oh, Montreal the chance. Here comes Montreal. 97. This is a good chance. This is a 2-on-1 break. Here come the Canadiens in. Over the line. Jacques Lemaire has the puck. Jacques Lemaire shoots from the blue line, and he is turned aside by Davidson as Davidson makes the save for the Rangers. And we play on. 3 minutes off the clock, so we've played 7 minutes here. And it's a chance for the Rangers now. Here comes New York, a chance to take the lead. They're in their dark blue jerseys, the Montreal in the white jerseys. And the Rangers have the puck now. It's going to be, oh, man, it's a rare play. It's a rare play. That just takes away a scoring chance. And it's going to be no goal by whoever. I don't have a whoever. By one of the reserves. So it's going to be a shot and a save. So they kind of get hosed out of a scoring chance on a rare play. They really do. All right, 3 minutes off the clock. So the Rangers... Somebody really bad on the team had a chance and didn't score. That's kind of what happened. 30, that's nothing. 35, that's going to be 1 minute off the clock. I mean, I'm looking at the 1, not the 35. 73, uh-oh, chance for Montreal again. Here come the Canadiens trying to take the lead. They move the puck around, and they got a rare play. And their rare play is a hot goalie away. So that bumps up. That's going to bump up Davidson. So Davidson is hot. That's how I interpret that. So Davidson goes from Davidson is an E, now he's a D. So we got to adjust Montreal's scoring. So Montreal's scoring now for the rest of the game will go B on D. So that's going to be a 76. So I need to make my adjustments here. So this is going to be 76 to 100. And now this is going to be, bump that up 3. Oh, wait, that shouldn't be 50. That should be 6. That should be that was wrong anyway. Not that it really mattered. So say 76 minus 15. That should have been a 58 instead of, okay, that's right now. Okay, that's right. So we have an adjustment now. So Montreal's scoring chances have gone down because Davidson is riding hot after that rare play. So whatever Davidson did, he is hot now, and he will limit the Montreal chances a little bit. So hopefully I didn't screw. No, we didn't have a power play yet, so I haven't screwed up anything. But I did have the numbers wrong over here. I subtracted wrong. All right, so we continue on here in the second period. 3 more minutes off the clock. 1-1 our score. Game 5 at the Forum. 14. Oh, it's a chance for New York on the 14. Holy smokes, the Rangers are going to get a chance now. They have an odd man rush coming the other way. It's going to be Hickey and Esposito. Hickey back to Esposito, back to Hickey. Hickey moving in from the slot. Hickey scores! Pat Hickey has put the Rangers up 2-1 here at the Forum. And this place has gone silent. And somewhere there's someone banging on the walls in Vermont right now. So Hickey scores. And Esposito gets one assist, and Murdoch gets the other. So Pat Hickey has scored for the Rangers from Esposito and Don Buck Murdoch. And the away team that needs to win is up 2-1 in this game. Holy cow, who would have thought this? So here we go. And 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be a 31. That is a chance for nobody. And it's now it's 2 minutes off the clock. And it's 25. That's a chance for nobody. And 2 more minutes off the clock here. Time ticking away here in the second period. 22. That's nobody. And 3, and that'll end the period. So the score at the end of 2. It's the Rangers 2. And the Canadians 1, as the Canadians just can't get anything going right now. Let's check our shots on goal. This time I did keep tabs. So it's going to be 12 shots. So that's 24 now for the Rangers. For those of you scoring at home. And for the Canadians, that will be 8 more shots. So they only have 18 shots in this game. They're getting outshot by the Rangers. So a rare game at home where the Montreal Canadiens are not playing well at all. So if they want to close out this series, they need to get something going in a hurry here in the third period. So we go to the third period. Let's check our goal scorers here. We go to our box score. It was Steve Shutt early on from Montreal on a pass from Guy Lafleur, and the home team led 1-0. And Steve Vickers came back as Tkachuk and Johnstone set him up, and the game was tied at 1-1. In the second period, it was Pat Hickey getting the goal from Esposito and Murdoch, and that's where we stand after 2 periods, 2-1 for the Rangers. So let's kick things off here. 3 minutes off the clock. That's what you're looking for your Rangers. Nice high minute ratings here to chew up that clock. And an 8. It's going to be a scoring chance for the Rangers. And it's going to be Phil Esposito, who had a huge Game 4 in New York. Can he throw the team on his back? From the slot, Esposito, backhand shot, he scores! And the Rangers lead this one 3-1. Oh, man, I did not see this coming whatsoever. Phil Esposito has put the Rangers up 3-1 here. Hickey gets 1 assist, and Don Ari the other assist. So Phil Esposito getting it done. Hickey and Don Ari will help on the goal, and just like that, boy, I tell you, it is now 3-1 for the Rangers. And this crowd here is stunned at the Forum in Montreal. They do not want to go back to New York for a Game 6. All right, so 3 minutes off the clock. Ooh, that's a big chunk of change right there. And it's going to be a chance for the Canadians, though. So here's a chance for Montreal to cut that lead to 1. It's going to be D. This is going to be Réjean Houle. Réjean Houle into the Ranger zone. Réjean Houle from the slot. He comes right in on Davis, and he scores. So Réjean Houle has got the Canadians to within 3-2. So Houle out there with D2. So it's going to be Houle and Savard. So it's going to be Réjean Houle from Savard, and the game is now 3-2. So, yes, the Canadians have finally woken up in this game. Even strength goal, and we still got 14 minutes and change to play, and it's now 3-2. So that could be a big series-changing goal right there by Réjean Houle. Well, that sparked the Canadians. Only a minute off the clock this time. And 10. Oh, another chance to the Rangers, though. They are not backing down. The Rangers, D with it now. It's going to be Walt Tkachuk. Tkachuk for the Rangers. Into the Canadian zone. He slips by the defense. He comes in alone on Dryden. He shoots. He scores! Walt Tkachuk has given the Rangers the Geico insurance goal here, and it's 4-2. Holy smokes. And let's see, Tkachuk from the bench here. So it's going to be somebody, I don't know. We'll give it to Maloney. And actually, we'll give it to the whole line here. So Tkachuk, Vickers, and Johnstone. So Tkachuk with the goal. And Vickers and Johnstone will all assist on the goal here with at 6:57. And it's 4-2, and they are stunned here in Montreal, and they're looking to the referees to make a call. They're looking to the referees like, what are we paying you for? You need to make a call against the away team. So let's roll here. Oh, only a minute off the clock. That is not good for the Rangers. 90. Yeah, that's a chance for the Canadians now. So here comes Montreal the other way. They are fighting back. It's going to be Jarvis. Doug Cookie Jarvis with it now. Jarvis, he moves in on the slot. His shot, and he's turned aside by Davidson. John Davidson makes a rare save from the slot here in shootout hockey, and the Canadians are denied. How much time off the clock? Oh, just 2 minutes off the clock, though. If you're a Rangers fan, you want that tick, tick, tick to go a little faster. 10. Oh, no! It's a chance for the Rangers. 2-on-1 coming the other way as Montreal was caught pinching. It's going to be McEwen, the defenseman now. McEwen skating into the zone. McEwen from the blue line. His long shot saved by Dryden. We got a rebound. And Dryden's rebound rating is a 4. And the rebound is a save as McEwen got it back. And Dryden made 2 saves on the play. So Dryden keeping the Canadians in this one a little while longer. Ooh, 3 minutes off the clock. That's a big chunk of change right there. And a 9. Oh, but the Rangers come right back. It's all low numbers. Here comes New York. It's going to be Murdoch this time. Murdoch with Hickey and Esposito. 3-on-2. Murdoch over the line. He stops at the blue line, tees this one up, and he's turned aside by Dryden. So Dryden comes up with a save on that one there. But time ticking away here. Only a minute, though. Still plenty of time for Montreal to get back in this one. No scoring chances right there at all. It's a 2, 1-2. We're down to about 4 minutes to play in the game. It's a 68. It is nothing. Uh-oh. Oh, just a minute, though. We needed more than that. For the Rangers, it's going to be 77. It's a chance for Montreal. So the Canadians trying to cut it to 4-3. Here comes Montreal. It's going to be K, and K is... Hey, K. Where's K? K. Gainey with it now. Bob Gainey into the Rangers zone. He stops just inside the blue line, lets this one go, and he's turned aside by Davidson. That is another big save. New York 4, Montreal 2. Under 3 minutes to play in this game. Actually, just over a minute to play. And it's going to be 53, penalty on the home team. But I got to be fair. I always roll the dice. If it's a 1 or a 6, it's a penalty. And if it's not 1 or a 6, then there's no penalty. So I'm looking at the blue dice here on the Montreal side, the home side. A 1 or a 6, it's a penalty. And it's a 6, it is a penalty. So we got to make the penalty if there is indeed a penalty guy here. Do I have a Y or a Z? Ooh. I do have a Y, Risebrow. So it's a penalty on the Canadians, and Risebrow goes to the box, and he's going to get a cross-checking call here. And, boy, how is this for poetic justice? Because in Strat PC hockey, the Rangers are down a goal, and they got 2 penalties in the last 2 minutes of the game. So now here at home, the Rangers up by a couple of goals, and Montreal picks up the penalty. So Montreal will be shorthanded. So there's the first flip. And Montreal's going to need a shorthanded chance at another penalty on the home team. Again, I'm going to roll here. 1 or a 6. It's a 6. It's another penalty. So how do you do? How do you like this, Montreal? There's your medicine right back at you. And it's going to be another penalty on the Canadians. So Risebrow will get 2 more as he's screaming from the penalty box. So Risebrow must have said something to the officials. So we're going to say unsportsmanlike conduct. And the Rangers are going to steal this game here. So we got, that's going to end the game right there, basically. So the game will end right here, 4-2, because they can't score. Well, I can maybe flip one more time. Do I, if that's a 0? No, that'll end the game. So the Rangers have stunned Montreal here in Game 6 and have won it 4-2. So New York 4, Montreal 2 here in Game 5. Sorry, that was Game 5. We go to a Game 6. Wow. That is completely incredible here. Let's check our shots on goal. So it's going to be 4-2. That's going to be 11 more shots. So it's going to be 37 shots by the Rangers. They brought it today. They brought it. They got 37 shots. Montreal will pick up 11 shots of their own, so they get it up to 30. So the shot to 37 to 30. And that is it. That is our final score. So it's the Rangers 4 and the Canadians 2. And, oh, my, we're going to go to a Game 6 in New York. So stand by. And I just got to finish this out here. Not that this matters, but just got to put that in, and we're done. All right, so we're going to exit out of this, and now we're going to swap the teams up as Montreal gets on the plane, and they will fly down to New York. So the Rangers here, 77, 78, here we go. Overtime, sudden death. Yes, it is. All right, so let's turn off the sound. The starting goaltenders will be Dryden and Davidson again. Let's roll the dice, and let's see our ratings. Let me slide this over here. Let's go to sheet 5. So I have sheet 5 all set to go. And let's check our ratings now. So for Montreal, they will be A on the road. Oh, and so away they will be C. I'm sorry, they'll be C on the road. And Dryden will be a B in net again. New York at home will be D. And in net, Davidson will be E. So Montreal shooting C on E. So that's going to give me a 1 to 25. So Montreal is shooting 1 to 25. That's still very good. And that should be a 1 to 39 on the power play if my math is correct. And I hate when they do this. Ignore the error. Just ignore the error. You got to see the wonderful spreadsheet I got going on. And for the Rangers now, so the Rangers are shooting D on B. So they will be shooting 87 on 100. So that should be, it's the same as the last time, basically, D on B, right? So there'll be D on B, so that's, what is it, 87 to 100, 87 to 100, and subtract, that'd be 72 to 100, I believe, on the power play, if my math is all correct. All right, so that's what we got right now. It's still a better chance for Montreal to win this. So we are in Game 6 right now at the Madison Square Garden here in New York. And here we go. Can Montreal wrap it up now? The Rangers have fought back. It was 3-0 in the series, and now the series is 3-2. Game 6 kicks off right now here on the channel, and it's going to be 3 minutes off the clock. 1, 2, 3. So the low numbers are good for Montreal. 38, that is nothing. And another 3 minutes off the clock. Remember, a lot of low numbers for the Rangers up in Montreal. 96, scoring chance for the Rangers. The Rangers got their first scoring chance of the game. It is going to be G. G is Johnstone, Eddie Johnstone. Johnstone coming in for the face-off circle. A medium shot. Johnstone shoots, and it's turned aside by Dryden here. So the first chance goes to New York, and it is turned aside. And we got 2 minutes off the clock here in the first period in New York. Montreal in their red jerseys. The Rangers in the whites. And penalty B. Is this going to be a fight? No, I don't have a 2 or a 1, so there's no fight on this place. I'm pushing and shoving, and that's where that will end. So the linesmen get in there, and they do their JOB, and they separate the players, and 3 minutes come off the clock. It's a 48. Possible penalty on Montreal, and it is. It's going to be Risebrough picking up the penalty. So the Rangers will go on the man advantage. So Doug Risebrough will go to the box. 2 minutes for elbowing on the play. And New York will go on the man advantage. All right, so 1 minute comes off the clock on the power play, and we roll for New York. An 88, and that's going to be a chance for the Rangers on the power play. Here comes New York, setting it up in the Montreal zone. Oh, and they got a rare play. Are you kidding me? They just took away another scoring chance, and it's going to be, but we got one of the reserves scores a goal on the power play. So we'll give it to Fatiou. Why not, right? We'll give it to Fatiou. So the Rangers get a power play goal from Fatiou. Sure, we'll give it to Fatiou. I don't know who else to give it to. And Nick Fatiou gets a power play goal, and we'll just call it unassisted because I already flipped over here. And just like that, oh, man, the Rangers take a 1-0 lead on the power play goal. Usually that rare play doesn't lead to a goal, but in this case it did. So, wow. So the Rangers stunning the Canadians here with a power play goal. Still plenty of time to go here. We're not even halfway through the period. 1 minute off just a little bit over one way. Let's see. Penalty on the home team, though. So Montreal could get their revenge. S&T, yeah. So Polis will pick up a penalty for New York. So Greg Polis will go to the box, and he will get a delay of game call as he hung onto the puck too long with his glove. And so now Montreal's on the man advantage. So 1 minute off the clock. Montreal now will get a scoring chance. Yes, they will. So Montreal will get a power play chance of their own as they set it up in the New York zone. They move the puck around. The puck goes back to the point to Larry Robinson. Larry Robinson on the power play. He shoots this one, and he scores. Usually from the slot at the goal. Robinson moves in as he pinched in from his defensive position, and Robinson ties the game up here at 1-1. So Robinson with line 3 out there. Wow. That's going to be Robinson, Lapointe, and who else here? Jarvis. So Larry Robinson gets the goal for the Canadiens from, what did I say, Lapointe and Jarvis? Sound about right? Power play goal. And this game is tied at 1-1. Wow, what a game we got going on here at Madison Square Garden. Again, New York has to survive to force a Game 7. So let's see how many minutes off the clock here. 4 minutes off the clock. Time is ticking away now in the first period. And it's going to be 60. That is a chance for nobody. And 2 minutes off the clock. And the number is 88. And a chance for the Rangers late in the period. New York into the zone now. It's going to be Carol Vadnais as he takes the draw pass. Vadnais from the blue line. His long shot. Is it going to be a save by Dryden? A save on a 5-9? Vadnais' shot is a save. Dryden with a big stop there on Carol Vadnais. So the Rangers getting their scoring chances, but Dryden comes up big. And we got a minute off the clock. This could be the last flip of the period, and it's nothing. And unless it's a 0, no, it's not, and that ends the period. So, wow, it's a 1-1 first period here in Game 6 between the Rangers and the Canadiens. Let's check our shots on goal. For Montreal, they will get 7 shots on net. And for the Rangers, not many there at all, they will have 7 shots as well. Well, we'll give them 8. We'll call it 8-7. All right, so let's go to the second period now here at Madison Square Garden. Let's see what the coaches said to the teams in the locker room in a 1-1 game. If we check our box score real quick, it was Fatillo on a power play for the Rangers, and then Larry Robinson on the power play for Montreal. So special teams are a big part of this game. And we roll the dice now, and it's going to be no time off the clock. And it's going to be a 12, so it's going to be a chance for the Canadiens. Chance for Montreal here right off the bat in the first period. It's going to be Guy Lafleur. Lafleur moving in from the slot. It's a sure goal, and could Davidson make the save? 5-10. No, he scores! Lafleur gets the goal for the Canadiens, and they take a 2-1 lead. Let's see who gets the assist on the play. So it's Lafleur from the right wing. No, just Lafleur unassisted. So Guy Lafleur gets the goal for Montreal, and that will be, let's see, 52. 52 seconds into the period, and Montreal takes a 2-1 lead. Now we got 2 minutes off the clock, so the Rangers now got to play catch-up for the first time in a couple of games. 73, that is not a chance for either team. No time off the clock. And it's going to be 81, and it's almost a chance for New York, but it is not. And it's going to be 2 minutes off the clock. And, penalty away, possible penalty on the Canadiens. And yes, it is. It's going to be, where's the guy here? Risebrough. Yep, Risebrough's going to get it. So Risebrough's the only guy with a Y. He gets a lot of the penalties on that team, unfortunately. So Doug Risebrough will go to the box, and he will get a hooking call, is what it's going to be. And the Rangers go on the man advantage. So the Rangers on the power play again here, trailing 2-1. So 1 minute comes off the clock. We roll the dice on the power play. 38. That is nobody. And now we're going to roll it again here. And it's a 53, nothing, but it could be a penalty on the Rangers now as the penalty's over to Montreal. And X and Y, too. Yes, it's going to be Dave Maloney will take the penalty here. So Dave Maloney goes to the box. And Montreal will have a power play here. We're going to call it a charge on Mr. Maloney. So Montreal goes on the power play, 1 minute off the clock, and we roll the dice. And 89, shorthanded chance. It's a shorthanded chance for the Rangers. As skating out of the zone is one of the reserves. Let's get somebody else. Okay, let's go Deblois. Okay, Lucien Deblois skates out of the zone. I'm looking up here in the right-hand corner. Lucien Deblois, shorthanded, and it's turned aside by Dryden. And so play continues on the last half of the power play here. A 44 is penalty away, so the referee's calling this tight. Do I have a V? Yes, I do. So Larry Robinson will pick up the penalty here. So each team kills a penalty, then gets one, as Larry Robinson gets a holding penalty. And now the Rangers go on the man advantage. 2-1 our score, second period, and it's a chance for the Rangers now on the power play. So we're going to roll the dice, a nice high number for them. No, they just missed. And it's going to be the last flip of the power play, 13. Uh-oh, shorthanded chance for the Canadians. Let me write this down there, shorthanded chance. S, who's going to be S? It's going to be Nyrup, the defenseman. Nyrup has a chance. Shorthanded, moving in. Nyrup shoots, and it's going to be a save by Davidson. So all the penalties are over now. Teams are back to full strength, and 2 minutes come off the clock. We're in the second period, 2-1 a score. And it's a chance for the Rangers to tie it up on 99. The Rangers with it. It's going to be Q. It's going to be Pat Hickey. Hickey with Esposito. Hickey-Zito from the faceoff circle. Hickey shoots this one. Save Dryden. And we got a rebound. And the rebound is a 4. And on the rebound, it's a score. Moving in was Greshner. And he lifts it over Dryden. And the game is tied at 2-2. So Greshner with the goal with help from Vadnais and Hickey. And this game is tied up. Wow, what a great series we got going on here. So Greshner from Vadnais and Hickey, and a regular strength goal here. And it's 2-2 here in the second period. So we had a save and a rebound on that one. And wow, the Madison Square Garden is rocking right now. They were down 3-0 here, and now they're on the brink of trying to force a Game 7 in the series against the mighty Canadians. 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be possible penalty on Montreal. A U in the stand. I have a U, so Bouchard will get a penalty, and it's a penalty-filled game here. So Pierre Bouchard will pick up the penalty, and he's going to get a roughing call as the frustrated Canadians are taking everything out on the Rangers right now. So it's 2-2, and it's going to be a New York Ranger power play. 1 minute off the clock. We roll the dice, a 33. That is nothing for either team. So the last minute of the power play, 99. It's going to be a chance for the Rangers. It's going to be a power play chance for the Rangers here. They try to take the lead. It's going to be It's going to be Pat Hickey with the puck again. Pat Hickey. On the power play, from the slot, Hickey turns, shoots, he scores! Pat Hickey has scored for the Rangers, and they take a 3-2 lead here on the man advantage. So Hickey out there with defensive line 2, so it's going to be Dave Maloney, and who else gets the assist? And Don Murdoch. So Hickey scoring for the Rangers from Murdoch, and who'd we say it was? Maloney? Yeah, that's fine. Again, I'm not really keeping stats. So I think it was Maloney. That's fine. And so that's a even strength goal here at 14:53. And the Rangers now lead this 3-2. Wowzers. What a turn of events in this series. 3 minutes off the clock here. It's going to be a no scoring chance for anybody. And 2 minutes off the clock, and it's our last flip of the period. And it's a chance for for nobody here. And I think that'll run out the time, and it does. So the Rangers trail 2-1. A couple of goals here. Now they lead 3-2 as we head to second recess here at Madison Square Garden. Let's check our shots on goal. And for Montreal, they will get 10 shots, so they're now up to 18. And the Rangers on shots on goal, they will actually get 13 shots, so they have 23. So shots of 23 to 18 for the Rangers. Wowzers. So we're getting ready for the third period here in New York. Can the Rangers hang on, or will Montreal come back and send them home unhappy? And they're already home, and they're already unhappy. So here we go. It's period 3 of Game 6. Do or die for the Rangers. And it's going to be 2 minutes off the clock. And a 59 is nobody. And it is 3 minutes off the clock. That's good for New York. A 78 is a chance for nobody. Nice high number here. 3 more minutes off the clock, so time is ticking away here on the Canadians. A 62, that is nobody. And it's going to be 3 more minutes off the clock. So this time is slipping away for the Montreal Canadiens here in Game 6. A 3, though. Oh, that's going to be a chance for the Canadiens to tie it up, though. It's going to be Guy Lafleur. Guy Lafleur moving into the Rangers zone. Long shot from the blue line. He scores! Guy Lafleur with a blast that gets by Davidson, and the game is tied at 3-3. That certainly looked like the too many men goal that Montreal scored against Boston in '79. But it was Guy Lafleur driving it far side along the ice, and the game is tied. Let's check the assist. So it's going to be Lafleur from... That's it. Lafleur unassisted. So Lafleur on the steal, and he ties the game up. Where is my Lafleur? There he is. So Guy Lafleur, unassisted, even strength goal, and this crowd has gone deadly silent. Let's take a look at how we got here. So in the first period, Fatio scored to put the Rangers up. Robinson tied it at 1-1. Lafleur made it 2-1, but goals by Greshner and Hickey put the Rangers up briefly. But now here in the third, Lafleur's second of the game, and this game is now tied at 3-3. So here we go now. It's going to be a face-off here at center ice. And 2 minutes come off the clock. 7 minutes to play in the third period. And it's going to be a chance for nobody here. And we got 2 more minutes off the clock. And we got a scoring chance now for nobody. Time ticking away here. 4 minutes off the clock. We're down to the final minute and change of the game. And it's going to be a chance for the Rangers. Are you kidding me? The Rangers have a chance to put the Canadiens away here. It's going to be, it's Don Murdoch coming into the Montreal zone from the blue line. His long shot is turned aside by Dryden. Oh, it had to be the blue line shot, didn't it? And let's check the minutes here. So it's 3 minutes off the clock, and that'll end the third period, and we go to overtime. Holy cow. Let's check the shots on goal here in the third period before I close it out here. So that's going to be, 9 shots for the Canadiens. So that gets them up to 28. And that's going to be 10 shots for the Rangers, and that gets them up to 33. So the shots at the end of regulation time, 33 Rangers, 28 Montreal. We go to sudden death overtime. And here it is. Here it is, folks, as we go to the sudden death overtime. We're in OT. The Rangers score, and we go to a Game 7. Montreal scores, and the series is over. Whew, it's Game 6. Everything's on the line right now. The Ranger fans are on the edge of their seats. They bought the whole seat, but they only need the edge, as they say. So let's flip the card here. And again, I'm going to every penalty, it has to be a 1 on the dice. I'm going to go on the red die for each side. Actually, let's go white die because they each have a white die. The white die will have to be a 1 for it to be a penalty. So we're going to get that cleared aside. So, all right, here we go. It's going to be 2 minutes off the clock here in overtime. And it's going to be a chance for the Rangers. They're going to get the first chance in overtime. Here come the Rangers. It's going to be Lucien Deblois. Deblois into the Montreal zone. Deblois from the slot. Deblois moves in. And he's turned aside by Dryden. Oh, from the slot. You never make a save from the slot. And Deblois is turned aside. And that's a money-making save by Ken Dryden. And we play on. 3 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be a chance for nobody. Wow, Dryden with a huge save. 1 minute off the clock. It's going to be a 66. That is still nobody. It's going to be 3 minutes off the clock. A chance now for the Rangers again. They're going to try to end it right here in Game 6 and force a Game 7. It's going to be is Deblois again. Deblois, a redeemer. Lucien Deblois moving in. From the blue line, his long shot. Is it a possible save? 5-9. His shot. He scores! Deblois! Lucien Deblois has won it for the Rangers, and we will have a Game 7. Oh, my gosh. The Rangers have come back and won this one in overtime. Let's check the assist. So Lucien Deblois gets the goal. It will be Deblois from any help here? Any help at all? No, just Deblois. So Deblois unassisted with the goal, and that's going to be an even strength goal, unassisted, and that will do it. The final score, holy cow, here is New York 4 and Montreal 3 in overtime here in Game 6. So the Rangers have won Game 4 6-2, Game 5 4-2, and Game 6 is 4-3 in overtime, and we have our first Game 7 of the series. Wow, that is nuts. So let's go to Game 7 now. So we're going to exit this out of here. And this won't really matter. I'm just going to put this right here that we're done. All right. And then let's exit out of here. And now we're going to go to Montreal for a Game 7. Can the Rangers pull this off? I don't think they're going to pull it off. They've had a magical run, but I think Montreal kind of gets their stuff together at home. So let's go overtime. It's continuous overtime. We're going to turn off our sound. We're going to come back here to our sheet. Go back there. And now let's figure out who's going to be what for scoring chances. So we're going to roll the dice. We're going to select our goalie. So again, it's going to be Davidson and Dryden in the net as we go to Game 7. And so it's going to be the Rangers now. Oh, boy, they roll the 4. So they'll be a D. So New York, that's not good. So the chances are not that good for the Rangers. And Davidson will be, he'll be E in net. And for Montreal, they will be a B. And Dryden will be a C. So it's not terrible. So let's check our scoring chances now. So away, D on C will be 1-17. And for Montreal, a B on E will be 73-100 again. So we need to change this over here. So this is 1-17. And then 1-32. Over here, it goes back to 73-00. And this is 58-00. Now I got that right. So it's 63 minus 5 is 58. Yeah, so that should be correct. All right, it's Game 7. Oh, why does this keep doing this? I hate that little error message thing. Game 7. All the marbles on the line. It's do or die for both teams right now, as the Rangers have come back and won 3 in a row, and I'm really having a hard time believing this myself. Wow. So, anyway, let's go to turn off my sound. And here we go. So it's going to be the first flip of the game, and we got 1 minute off the clock here in Montreal. And 34 is a chance for nobody. 2 minutes off the clock. And 24 is a chance for nobody. 1 minute off the clock. And 7 is a chance for the Rangers. So the Rangers will get the first scoring chance of the game. It's going to be Don Murdoch. Don Murdoch moving in from the faceoff circle. Murdoch shoots this one. He scores! Don Murdoch has put the Rangers up 1-0 here in Game 7. And the magical ride for the Blue Shirts continue. Holy cow, Murdoch with the goal. Out there with defensive line 2. So it's going to be Murdoch from Hickey and Esposito. So Don Murdoch scoring on Dryden here from Hickey and Esposito. And even strength goal. And early in this game, the Rangers take a 1-0 lead. And now it is serious for the Montreal Canadiens. It is now serious. And we're going to flip the card here. It's going to be no time off the clock. That's good for Montreal. 79. It's a chance for the Canadiens. So Montreal will get a chance to tie this one up here. It is D. This is Rajan Uhl. Uhl with it now from the faceoff circle. Uhl fires on Davidson. Turned aside by JD. And the game will play on. 3 more minutes off the clock. And it's going to be an 85. Another chance for Montreal. So Montreal applying all the pressure right now. And it's going to be A. It's going to be A. Lafleur again. Lafleur had 2 goals in the last game. Lafleur, his long shot from the blue line, turned aside by Davidson. Turned aside by Davidson. So a couple of chances for Montreal, but Davidson coming up big. 2 minutes ago here. It's going to be a chance for the Rangers now. They look to go up 2-0 here. It's going to be another rare play. Oh, man, I don't like the rare plays. It's going to be another goal by Fatillo. another dash-rated goal, so we're going to give it a Fatiou. So Fatiou has scored for the Rangers. Wow, it is 2-0 New York. Boy, that rare play usually is the kiss of death, but it has been very good for the Rangers here. So it's going to be, let's see, anybody else going to get an assist here? So Fatiou, and we'll just give it to Fatiou unassisted. It doesn't really matter. So Nick Fatiou has come up big as the bench has come up big here for the Rangers. That's an even strength goal, and it is now super serious right now here in Montreal as the Rangers have gone up 2-0. Oh, man. 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be almost a chance for New York, but no, they just missed it. So another minute off the clock. Time ticking slowly here, so that's good for Montreal. They got plenty of time to get back into this. And now Montreal will get their third scoring chance of the period, see if they can get on the board. It is going to be B. It is going to be Shutt now. Steve Shutt. Steve Shutt from the faceoff circle. He shoots, and he's turned aside by Davidson. So John Davidson is standing on his head here in Game 7 against the Montreal Canadiens here in Montreal. 2 minutes off the clock. And we got a chance for the Rangers. Oh, no. It's going to be New York now as they are skating stride for stride with Montreal. It's going to be Walt Tkachuk as he struts into the zone from the slot. Walt Tkachuk comes in, slides it in, turned aside by Dryden. Oh, he tried to slide that one underneath him, but big Ken Dryden got his pad down, and he saved the game here. 3-0 might have been over, but Dryden makes the save. 4 minutes off the clock now. And it's going to be a chance for the Canadiens as back and forth we go. This is 4 chances for Montreal. This is going to be M this time. Larry Robinson. Larry Robinson from the slot. Larry Robinson drives and he scores. And Larry Robinson has got the Canadiens on the board here as he did in a previous game. So line 2 out there with the Larry Robinson line. So it's going to be LaRouche. Robinson from LaRouche. And that's it. So Canadiens on the board as Larry Robinson scores from Pierre LaRouche. And that's an even strength goal, and this is 2-1. So how big was that save by Davidson on Tkachuk a minute ago? So a 3-0 game is now a 2-1 game. Whew. And we play on here in the first period. A minute comes off the clock. It's going to be a penalty on the home team, possibly. And, yes, it's going to be Risebrough on the penalty. So Risebrough will go to the box here in Montreal, a charging call, boarding call. We'll call it boarding, like when you put your dog in for boarding. There you go. And so it's going to be a power play for the Rangers here in the last couple minutes of the first period. We got a 38. Nope, that is nothing. And the last roll on the power play is a scoring chance. Yes, it is. So the Rangers will have 4 scoring chances as well this period. So it's going to be on the power play. It's going to be Phil Esposito on the power play. Esposito from the slot. Esposito turns and he scores! Phil Esposito on the power play. And he's made it 3-1 Rangers late in the first period. So he's up there with line 2. And so it's going to be Esposito from Hickey. And that's it. So Phil Esposito on a power play goal from Pat Hickey, and the Rangers, they're gonna need 2-goal leads all day long here, and they lead this one 3-1 in the first period. So let's flip the card here, and this is gonna be time is gonna run out in the first period. So let's check our shots on goal, and it's going to be 12 for the Rangers, and they got 3 by Dryden on that 12. And then for Montreal, they got 12 as well. Yep, 4 and 3, 4 and 4. Yep, 12. So each team with 12 shots on goal. Davidson was monstrous in that game, in that period. Oh, we'll give him 13. That's fine. 13 is fine. All right, so let's go to the second period now. 3-1 Rangers trying to pull off the improbable, the impossible. 3 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be a chance for New York again. A nice low roll. Oh, my gosh. New York's going to get a chance. It's going to be Phil Esposito. Esposito moving into the faceoff circle. Esposito shoots, and he's turned aside by Dryden. So this time, Ken Dryden wins the battle against Esposito. Boy, and he's going to need to make all those saves. 3 minutes off the clock here in the second period. 74. Chance for the Canadiens now to come back. They want to try to cut this lead to 3-2. Montreal ahead of steam over the line. It's LaRouche with it now. LaRouche skating into the slot. LaRouche moving in on Davidson. And he's turned aside. That's another rare save on the slot. Are you kidding me? And Davidson coming up big for the New York Rangers. Wowzers. And 2 minutes off the clock here in the second period. We got 12 minutes and change to play in the second period. It's going to be another chance for Montreal, though, with the 87. The Canadians really applying the pressure right now. H with it. H going to be Yvonne Lambert. Lambert from the faceoff circle. Lambert shoots and he scores. And Lambert has cut the lead to 3-2. And you knew that was coming. They just applied too much pressure. So Lambert out there with D-line 1. So Lambert from LaPointe and Cornway. So Lambert from Cornway and Guy LaPointe. And it's now a 3-2 game. Well, you knew the Canadians weren't dead in the water, that's for sure. So 3-2, New York hanging on, Bailey, over the Canadians here. And let's see, we're going to get 2 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be 63. That is nobody. Halfway through the game, 3-2 Rangers, 2 minutes off the clock. Jeepers, I get 10 spam calls coming in on my phone. Just leave me alone. 15. Chance for the Rangers, though. It's a chance for New York to try to get that Geico insurance goal. It's going to be Pat Hickey again, who's had a monster series. Hickey from the blue line. His long shot is turned aside by Dryden. Oh, another blue line chance. And 2 minutes come off the clock here. And it's going to be a chance for Montreal to tie it up, though. So after Dryden makes that huge save, the Canadians come back. It's an odd man rush. It's going to be Lambert with it now. Lambert, who just scored the goal. Lambert from the faceoff circle. Lambert shoots, and he's turned aside by Davidson. Oh, man, these goalies now coming up big in the second period. And the puck is cleared away. A minute off the clock. And it's going to be another chance for Montreal. This is 4 chances in each of the periods so far. So it's going to be Montreal with a chance to tie it up. This is going to be P. Where's Mr. P? Tremblay. Mario Tremblay out there. Mario Tremblay from the blue line. His long shot is turned aside by Davidson. J.D. making another long save on Montreal. 3 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be another chance for Montreal. That's 9 chances in this game for the Canadians. Can Davidson keep it up? It's going to be F. It's going to be Pierre Mondu. Mondu, oh no, from the slot. Mondu comes in and he scores. And Pierre Mondu has tied the game for the Canadians late here in the second period. You just knew it. That's 9 scoring chances, and Davidson just can't stop them all. So Mondu out there with help from LaPointe. And who else? Actually, it's going to be Mondu from Risebrough and Tremblay, we're going to call that. So Mondu, I think that was right, from Risebrough and Tremblay. And the game is tied here, and that's going to set up a wild and woolly third period if we get there. If we get there, and we will. So that ends the period. Holy cow, it's going to be 3-3. Game 7, third period. We're all tied up. Let's take a look at our shots on goal, shall we? So for New York, they had 14 shots, so that gets them up to 26. That's a lot of shots after 2 periods. And Montreal, they're going to get 12 shots, so they're up to 27. So we still, everything's pretty even Steven in this game as we go to the third period. Holy cow here. Wow. All right. Third period action, game 7. It's all on the line here. It's do or die for both teams, the Rangers and the Canadians. The winner advances, the loser goes home. So whoever wins this period will win the series. Who would have thought? This series was 3-0 after wins of 4-2, 2-1, and 8-5 by Montreal. But in games 4, 5, and 6, the Rangers turned the tables with wins of 6-2, 4-2, and then 4-3 in overtime. You just saw that one here on the channel. You saw games 5 and game 6 just a minute ago. So here we go. It is overtime in it's game 7, period 3, tied 3-3. Here we go. Whew, let me get this straight. 2 minutes off the clock. And it's going to be a scoring chance for Montreal. They're going to get the first chance here in the third period to try to take the lead. It's going to be Guy Lafleur again. Lafleur from the slot. Lafleur moves in and he scores! Guy Lafleur! And he's put the Canadians up 4-3. And the Forum is now rocking. And the Rangers gave it a good run. But now they got to fight an uphill battle. So it's going to be Lafleur with Lemaire and Schutt getting the assist. So it's going to be Guy Lafleur from Jacques Lemaire and Steve Schutt. That's an even strength goal here in the first couple of minutes of the third period. So right off the bat, another scoring chance for Montreal, and they take the lead. So 3 minutes off the clock. Rangers got to play some catch-up now. 71, that's not a chance for anybody. 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be an 85. It's another chance for Montreal. Now it's a chance for the Geico Insurance goal. It's going to be F. It's going to be Mondu. Pierre Mondu. Oh, from the slot. Of course it is. And Mondu scores. And the Canadiens are starting to run away with this game. It's now 5-3. That's 3 goals in a row for Montreal. Oh, boy. So Mondu on the goal. And the help will go to nobody. It's just going to be an unassisted goal by Pierre Mondu. A lot of Pierres on this team, unassisted. And, boy, that is just taking the life out of the Rangers here. 2 quick goals in the third period. And Montreal is poised to take this Game 7. 2 minutes off the clock here. And penalty away. Let's check the penalty. And I have an X2, but I need to roll a 1 or a 6 on here. And no, there's no penalty on the play because that's a 2, so there's no penalty on the play. So we continue on. A 2 off the clock here. And it's going to be 83. Another chance for Montreal. And the Rangers, I think they're just a little tired right now. They gave it a good run, but they're running out of steam as Lemaire comes in. Lemaire, 2-on-1, stopped at the blue line, long shot, turned aside by Davidson. So the Rangers hanging on for a little bit with halfway through the period here. 1 minute off the clock. And it's going to be another scoring chance for Montreal. So there's 4 more scoring chances, and you just can't keep this pace up and expect to survive, as it's going to be Risebrough now. Doug Risebrough from the slot. Doug Risebrough, and he scores. And now it's 6-3, and it's turning into a laugher as Doug Risebrough scores. And we're going to call this one unassisted as well. And the Rangers' magical season has come to an end. It's midnight. The chariot has turned back into the pumpkin. 4 straight goals by Montreal, and they are setting the tone now for the next series, whoever it is they're going to play. And another chance for Montreal. So this is 5 scoring chances to none here in the third period. The Rangers are just completely flat, and it's going to be Risebrough again. Risebrough from the faceoff circle, and Risebrough scores. And it just gets worse here for the Rangers, as Doug Risebrough has tacked on another goal for Montreal. And this one now is just a complete rout. It is 7-3. Holy cow, did not see this coming. It was 3-3 and 4 goals here in the third period. Lafleur, Mondu, Risebrough, and Risebrough. And it's just, it's a blowout now. And I can't even go to forecheck 3 here. There's no forecheck 3. It's just getting out of hand right now. And it's another chance. It's 6 scoring chances to none in the third period. It's a complete blowout. Start the bus. The Rangers are already on the bus. They're headed home as Réjean Houle comes in from the slot. And Réjean Houle is going to be a save and a rebound. And this is going to be a goal by Guy Lapointe. So Guy Lapointe scores. And this is just an embarrassment right now for the Rangers. I don't know who got it. The Risebrough, that's fine. Even strength goal. So the Canadiens have put 5 goals up here in the third period on the Rangers, and this is not the Game 6 we were looking for. I mean, the Game 7 we were looking for. It was for 2 periods, and finally this flip with no scoring chance. And so the Rangers, it was 3-3, folks, and they'll get a scoring chance here late in the game. It's all kind of fun and games right now as Greshner gets a chance. Greshner from the slot. Greshner scores. So Greshner will cash in for the Rangers. It's just a tad late here with 17:58 gone, and it's 8-4. But wow, this has just been a nightmare of a period. They probably should have taken Davidson out. Not that it really would have mattered at this point. But it is just a nightmare right now. 2 minutes off the clock, and the Canadiens are going to advance here into the next round. So, no time off the clock. Let's see. It's got 63-0, and that should end the game. We'll just end it right here. Yeah, we're going to end the game. And the Canadiens escape the series here in Game 7 with an 8-4 win over New York. And wow, so the series ends up going 7 games after a 3-0 Canadian lead. They nearly blew that one there. But wow, That's a pretty fun finish, except for the 5 goals in the third period. That was crazy. Let's see. So the Rangers will get 1 shot on goal in that period. That's all they got. And Montreal, holy cow, they got 22 shots on net. They come up with 54 shots. So, yeah. So they outshoot them 22-1 in that third period, and that was it. That was unbelievable. So the final score, and I'll come back in Studio B and say hi to everybody. So that ends the game. It's 8-4 for the Rangers as they will take Game 7 in dramatic style. Wow. Well, who would have thought that, right? It was 3-0 here, and I was just kind of going through the motions, thinking that the series was over. I figured I'd come on here and play a quick Game 5 and shootout hockey and be done with it, and we move on, and I can go and have some dinner and get ready for work tonight. But we ended up extending the series to 7 games, with the Rangers taking Games 5 and Game 6. Wow, that was pretty fun. And then it was 3-3 after 2 periods. In Game 7, it was 3-3, but it's just too much. The Canadians just poured it on in that third period. They got 6 scoring chances to 1, and they cashed in on 5 of those 6 scoring chances, and they just put the Rangers away. So that was a fun little series there. That really was. Shootout hockey, such a fun game. You can play it really quick, and you can see the excitement that shootout hockey brings. And I don't know how these people design these games. I don't. But whether it's Apper or shootout or inside the crease or or inside pitch or whatever game you play, the Action PC. I know Al's had some unbelievable games at Action PC, football and hockey and everything. Boy, the drama you get out of these games is fun. That was fun. Going 7 games was a great time. So, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on Monday afternoon. As on the East Coast here, it's almost time for a supper time. So I'm going to go get some dinner here, and then I got to go work tonight at the rink. And remember, Uncle Ron Chuckett on his Twitch channel tonight, Retro Sports Network on Twitch, will have Game 1, Islanders and the Blackhawks, kicking 7:15-ish. I think what he's going to try to do on his channel. So I'm going to try to get some of that game in before I head to the rink myself, and I'll catch the rest of it at the rink. But, wow. Fun times here. So I got to figure out, now I got to start behind me here. I got the Detroit-Atlanta series I got to start up here. No, I'm sorry, Philadelphia-Atlanta. It's Philadelphia-Atlanta. It's not Detroit-Atlanta. It's Philadelphia-Atlanta. And so I'll probably start that up on Action PC or inside the crease or something like that. I probably won't get that going until maybe I'll play Game 1 tomorrow. I got to see, because I know I got to let Al and Ron catch up. So to make sure that all the series kind of finished at the same time. But the Montreal Canadiens advanced by the skin of their teeth. They got a Game 7 win over the Rangers thanks to a 5-goal third period that broke open a 3-3 tie after period 2. And that will be that. So I will talk to everybody later. Have a good night. Again, thanks for tuning in. Al Red Sox fan, World West Gamer. Robert was here as well, and a few other people. Let me scroll back here, see if I can find who else was here. Listening to the game on my phone just went dead on me, so I can't find anybody else. Sorry about that. But anyway, have a great day, everybody, and I'm sure I'll talk to you later as we continue this really, really fun product, 77-78 NHL Replay. This has been an absolute blast. It really